Back in with yo.
Same setup, just showing.
I knew he had the jacket story, so I was like, oh, quick trick time. And he had the back of the East again. Couple steps in between, got
Dealing with
bad, he's
it.
bad.
That's so funny.
We're in the workshop, listen for your names.
Harry, Celia, M, Bree, Haley, Hoffa, and Lemos, Corey, Mo. The rest over here.
Big D.
Good, catch him, catch him, catch him. Walk outside, please.
Good. Great touch, Laro. Window, brilliant.
Back. Even on the saves you're making.
A bit of bellow, good. Well done. Good, well done this side, really good. No. Good. Relax, well done guys, really good. Change over, move down the station, put the balls in. Defenders. Okay?
Yeah.
Good finish. Last one. Good.
All right, Haley, thank you for joining us. Another week, 5 games unbeaten. Just tell us how the team's feeling headed into Friday's match against DC.
Yeah, I mean, we're feeling super confident, but we also are, just wanting to keep our standards high and keep this momentum. Obviously, unbeaten is great, but we want to keep getting those 3 points game in and game out. So that is just our main focus.
Last game for you, you played in midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Seth was kind of talking how he's asked a lot of you over the last 2 seasons or so, just playing in various positions.
Yeah.
What has that kind of meant to you, just to be kind of the player that can play multiple positions, just like a lot of people on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I love doing it. I love playing just in whatever role the team needs, and I know people say that, but I genuinely mean that. And yeah, just to have that trust in me from the coaching staff means a lot.
How's it been playing with Angelina in the midfield and just having a new midfield pair?
Yeah, it's super fun. I mean, Angie's a great player. She's obviously been playing amazing lately, and so I'm just happy to, again, kind of just cover for her. Obviously, I'm more defensive-minded, so I'm happy to do that kind of gritty work and let the people around me shine.
When you look at this Washington team, they have a very potent attack. What are you kind of looking for in terms of shutting them down?
Yeah, I think, obviously, Croy is a big one. She's been super dangerous lately, but they have threats everywhere, and we just need to be aware of that, but also just play our game. I think valuing the ball is a big point for us, and being clean in transition, connecting our first pass, that sort of thing, is going to help not let them be dangerous because we have the ball.
How much does your kind of approach change at home versus on the road, and especially kind of in a different environment like out here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it changes too much. Again, we're just focusing on getting the 3 points. Obviously, we're aware that, they're, again, a dangerous team in transition. They have the momentum of being 4 games winning. And so, yeah, we just are going to be wary of them no matter what. And then we have to be aware of their threats, but also, again, just play our game.
The season's kind of started with a lot of knocks for a lot of different players. You've had to play a lot of players out of position and kind of next player up mentality.
Yeah.
How has that kind of helped the team in terms of just preparing for the Olympics,
Yeah.
losing a lot of players, and having these players have a very high level when that time comes?
Yeah, I think it's just been good to get players' confidence and also for people to realize we do have a really deep team this year. We have a lot of depth, we have a lot of versatility, and so yeah, just it gives people a good mentality of I know that I'm gonna get my shot, and when I do, I want to take advantage of that. So yeah, I just think it's been good for morale all around because people feel they're contributing more than just in practice or whatever.
Had a week now almost training with Barbara.
Yeah.
How has that been for you, and what have you kind of
Yeah.
seen from her?
Yeah, I mean, she's going to be so dangerous, and I'm so excited to see what she does in the game. I think that we saw a little bit against San Diego, but I think people are scared of her, and I'm pumped that she's on our team. So, yeah, we're pumped.
We'll go to the Zoom really quick. We have John Lupo.
Haley, you mentioned that you want to value the ball and, be strong in possession. possession and being on the road against a potent attack like Washington, how important is it to get off to a fast start, sort of set the tempo and just set the pace for the way that you want to play?
Yeah, it's very important. I think that just kind of goes back to wanting to play our game and not letting them dictate, what we do, especially on the ball. And so, yeah, it's going to be massive for us. Obviously, we want to get more goals. It's been great that we've been able to preserve a 1-0 lead in the last couple games, but we definitely want to have more of a cushion. And so getting off to a fast start will help us do that.
Goalkeeper coach Paul here. Austin, fire away.
Guys.
All right, Paul. 5 games unbeaten for you now to start the season. How has training been heading into this week?
I mean, it's been a really good start, but we're not finished yet. We're just getting started. Hard work week in, week out to continue, the clean sheets, the goals, and the wins and the draws.
What have you kind of noticed setting the tone for the start of the season that has led to this good start?
Well, the gaffer's come in, and he's put some demands down straight away. Obviously, so close last year, learnt lessons, and we're just pushing the goals this year.
How's the goalkeeper core been this year?
Excellent. I mean, the whole group's excellent. So I'm not going to just define the goalkeepers. We've got a good team spirit, and we know we need to work hard.
All right, and finally,
recording in progress.
We are joined by head coach Hines. 5 games unbeaten now, headed to the road to take on DC. Just give us your general thoughts of the team going into the match on Friday.
It's a tough game, Washington unbeaten in their last 4 with 4 wins. It's a tough environment to go to, but we're prepared. Every game has different challenges. We know the threat that Washington have with the personnel that they have in that front line, but we've got some dangerous players ourselves, and it'll be a good challenge for all of us and hopefully an entertaining game.
With the strong start that this team has had, the confidence is obviously very high. How do you maintain that level of confidence and keep that going into results?
You take it game by game. Every team provides a different challenge. Going on the road is what we found difficult last year. We want to improve on that aspect of our game this year. We've already got our first win away from home and know what we have to do to perform at this level. And so Washington, who are flying high, will be difficult. It'll be hard work. It'll be a battle, but the players have shown that they can overcome those battles and try and play our type of game, our rhythm. And so, yeah, it's a tough season. We keep everyone humble. We're not done yet. We're only getting started. There's a lot of games to still be played, and we're excited of what the future holds for us.
Haley was just in here talking about the importance of maintaining that level that you play at home and the style that you play at home on the road. How important do you feel that just maintaining that and coming out and setting the tone early, especially at Audi Field, is going to be key for the game?
Yeah, I think she's right. I think you have to stay true to who you are. I think what you find in this league, there's so many different challenges. You can be on the East Coast, you can be on the West Coast. You play in different types of climates as well. Our first win away from home was away at Utah, and then everyone knows the altitude can play a factor in that. So there's different strategies within the game, but the mentality has to stay the same. No one's going to give you anything, whether it's home or away. You have to earn every right to play, and the players will take that approach to the game on Friday against Washington.
Coach, the first 15 minutes of every game is very crucial because it kind of dictates what the opponent is going to play or how it's going to play. How confident are you having those positive results and in those past games, the ability to change tactics within the game or halftime when you face a team like a Washington Spirit?
I think it's every game. Certainly when you go away from home, the home team want to get their fans behind them. They want to start fast. They want to start aggressive. That'll be no different on Friday. We're going to have to weather that storm early on in the game, and it'll challenge us mentally. But once we overcome that and find our rhythm, I think we'll put ourselves in a good position throughout the game.
And also, I would like to ask about La Roquette. Is she still adapting to the new system of the team, having new players? I mean, she plays for the national team, she plays for the good tournaments, and so what is her current situation like?
Listen, we've got a lot of depth this year. I think anyone looks at our roster and knows that everyone's challenging for positions on the field. It's no different from the forward line, midfield line, and back line. You look in our last game, we had the ability to bring Barbara on as a striker, you know, Rafa as a centre back, and they're world renowned players. So it's a good challenge for us to have that type of personnel that we can rely on and bring off the bench. But yeah, it's difficult to get into this team, and it's probably something that we haven't had in the past couple of years. And so yeah, as long as we continue to put performances each and every game and continue our momentum moving forward, it's going to be difficult decisions to be made in up and coming games.
Now, Barbara, the expectations were really high, but she missed a one-on-one with expectations being really high. Did she talk to you? I mean, you talked to her about, you know, like because everybody were expecting for her to be the difference in the team, and when she had the opportunity, unfortunately, the ball didn't go in. So how is she handling that pressure now?
I mean, anyone who walks onto the field, they're under pressure. You know, that's the beauty of the game. You know, there's always outside expectations. We know what she's capable of doing. We have to give her some grace. You know, it's a new country, a new league, a new style with the way that we want to play. So I'm sure it'll come together. You can't judge her off 30 minutes of football against an opponent. You know, she's very young. She wants to grow. She wants to challenge herself against some of the best defenders in the world. And so what a better environment to do it than the NWSL here in Orlando. And so I think the fans just have to be excited that we were able to bring a player like Barbara into the team. And, you know, you can see just with small doses of what she did in the game against San Diego, what she's capable of doing. You know, any forward's going to get judged on goals, but she's putting herself in the right positions to try and find the back of the net.
We will go ahead and wrap up on the Zoom with John.
Said to speak about Barbara, I thought just observing the way she played, she was able to really stretch the defense and just was strong in possession. And I thought she also showed versatility by, you know, making some runs down the center of the field. So having a chance to look at the tape again, can you just maybe expand on that point of how she was able to perform, especially when she had the ball going forward?
Yeah, I think, you know, when Barbara came on, the game got a little bit more stretched, and that's situational. San Diego were trying to push for an equaliser. You know, they may be more attacking, push more numbers forward, so it leaves more spaces for that in behind their back line. And so to exploit that, it may be a little bit more direct from us. Barbara was threatening the line. She got in some really good positions. But prior to that, I thought Ali Watt did a great job leading the line, putting players like Naomi Girma and Abby Dahlkemper, who are US internationals, under real pressure to create those scenarios and those situations for our subs to come on and make an impact. So it's not just down to one or two players, it's down to the team and sticking to the game plan and what the opponent proposes in different scenarios, whether they're down a goal, up a goal. In terms of Barbara, we like what she can do. She can threaten in behind, but she can also hold up the ball. And again, we just saw a small dose of that. It's a long season ahead of us and a lot of games still to be played, but just for her to dip her toes and see what she can do at this level is really exciting for not only us but the fans as well.